first of all, I was very blessed that we had a very civil separation, because from the beginning, our focus was on protecting Deshaun. This was going to be an adjustment for him. So it was civil. But I remember going to court, and when they gave that child support amount, and the woman in me, right, said, you got to be kidding me, right? Because they said, well, look, this is what you make, ma'am, with your degrees and your education. So this is what you get. And it wasn't a lot. But as the years went on, I decided not to listen to everybody that was in my ear, right? Saying you need to go and fight for this and go and fight for that, because like you said, the system, which is where I began to have some serious consideration about the role of the father. At the end of the day, the most important thing was for their father to be able to be involved, right? But this system makes it very difficult, because if you are unemployed, you are still expected to pay, even if it's a minimum amount, right? You're still expected to pay. And if you get behind, then you lose your license. Well, if you lose your license, then you can't go to work to make more money. And this cycle just continues. So we had to work through that. And in Douglas County, there is not public transportation. So then we had another issue as far as their father being able to find that employment that he could walk to, right? Because there's no public transportation. So we just continue to go into this cycle. And I remember getting the notice from child support saying, hey, you can go to court and you can request that your child support payment be evaluated again and increased. And it was at that moment that I said, are we able to co-parent? Yes, we are. Is he able to be involved? Yes, he is. And as a result, has God blessed me to be able to financially take care of these boys and pay for travel, soccer, and everything else. And there was not, we didn't miss anything. And so this system and what I ran into was the statements from friends saying, girl, you better take that income tax money, because I often sent the income tax money back to their dad, because, and I did it because, again, thinking about, I am blessed. I've been blessed to go to school. I've been blessed to have these careers, but, and I'm just gonna be transparent. Their dad did not have a car for the majority of their time growing up. And so when we got these stimulus checks about 2 years ago, I got the stimulus check, right? I sent it back to their dad because he benefited more from that stimulus payment. And in all transparency, Deshaun is 23 years old. Jonas is 16. They just went to Milwaukee a couple of weeks ago for their dad's college graduation. And at 23 years old, Deshaun said to me, he said, Mom, I rode in my dad's car. I drove my dad's car at 23 years old. So that stimulus money that the government sent to me, because technically, it was mine because of child support, but by me sending it back, and this isn't about me, it's about the importance of us understanding what the bigger goal is.
It's amazing.
But by me being able to send that stimulus, because I got my own stimulus check, right? But by me being able to send it back, he was able to buy a car that at 23 years old, for the first time, Jonas was able to say, because he didn't have a driver's license and stuff for a long time. So here Jonas is 16 years old. Jonas is able to say at 16, Mom, I rode with my dad. And Deshaun at 23 was able to say, Mom, I drove my dad's car. That's where we have to realize that we sometimes have to figure out what is our goal. And if it's to raise healthy, happy young people, especially young men, young Black men, they need to be able to still have this healthy view of their father and take the adult issues out of it. So the co-parenting, all of that goes into play, because sometimes if we're just looking at, because the mom has the primary custody, but how is this impacting the dad's ability to be active? How is it impacting his ability to pay for things or to buy plane tickets for the kids or and any of that? We just have to, I really think, take all of that into consideration. I'm gonna go on mute.
Wow. Before